Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're not going to be hitting the doors here while I'm working. No. In today's video, we're going to do some propagation of echeverias and maybe some graptoverias, Graptopetalum varieties. I am really excited about it because I have a lot of pots of echeverias here on the deck, and some of them have a lot of rosettes, so I want to do some separation or beheading. And if you're first time watching my videos and you just started collecting succulents, the method that I'm going to use today is called beheading, where you basically chop off the top of the succulent and let the leftover stem grow some new rosettes. I'm going to also use separation, so as I go I may share some tips. I have here a tray ready, and this tray has holes. It's a mesh tray. I use a window screen on the bottom so it doesn't make mess. I have my soil mix ready here, which is 1/3 cocoa brick, 1/3 perlite, and 1/3 espuma cactus soil mix. I have rooting hormone. I don't use it every time for propagations, but in this case, because I'm going to put cuttings directly in the soil, I'm going to dip them in the rooting hormone. It helps your prevent root rot on your cuttings and root faster. And then I have a cutting tool here. So yeah, we're going to go through my pots and see how we can beautify them by maybe some division or cutting and so on. So let's start. So guys, let's start with this one. This is Echeveria chroma. It doesn't have a lot of variegation at the moment, but has a lot of new rosettes growing. And it's actually only one stem, but it's so heavy on one side that it's been leaning like this. So what I'm thinking is to cut one of the branches, which is like this side here, and root that in this other side. To make it look a little more even. So here I cut right there where the new branch is starting. Actually, there is some little pink roots. Look at that, which is awesome. Will help root faster. I'm going to remove some of the bottom leaves, which is recommended to do so you can allow bottom of the stem to root nicely. And I'm going to put a little bit of a rooting hormone on the spot where I cut. And I'm gonna, this is actually in a covered area, so I can control watering. I think it's gonna be okay. This still looks a little too full. I don't like the angle, how this is sitting. I think it's better. Look at that little variegation here coming up. That's cute. I don't know, maybe I should cut more. Not decided. This one here is really beautiful. Has a lot of new babies growing, but there is two big rosettes covering those babies. So I was thinking to cut this rosette off and root it. I'm going to clean some debris. So I'm going to actually cut it a little bit. So I'm going to unfortunately lose this root, but that's okay. And we're going to place that in my rooting tray. This was bloom stalk. I'm going to cut that off. And I'm hoping, I'm going to clean this one as well. Some dry leaves. So I'm hoping these new rosettes will now get some more light and grow. Still coming back to this Echeveria chroma. I don't like, this is too big for this pot. So I think I'm going to place this here to root and maybe cut some of the ones that are on the side and root those in here. So again, have to remove some bottom leaves. Placing a little bit of a rooting hormone. And Yeah, I think this might look better. So I just want to cut these some more so it doesn't stick out. Yeah, I think this is satisfying to me. And we have a nice rosette rooting here that actually is preparing to bloom. Really big and nice one. You can also use some of these leaves for propagation. I am going to decide by the end if I have time and space to do that. These are Echeveria chroma leaves, and some of them are really nice, not damaged. So that's a possibility if you want to do leaf propagation. Leaf propagations are much slower than when you chop rosettes and have stems growing. It's up to you what you want to do. Here is another beautiful Echeveria. This is Echeveria Summer. I beheaded this last year. Sorry about heating. Kylie's really upset he cannot be here, but really there is no space for him. And there is a lot of growth that the stem leftover stuff gave me after I propagated it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rosettes. I think it's not going to work if they start growing in the same pot, especially this one is squished here. So I would like to remove this one to get a nice shape. I'm just trying to figure out if it has already roots. Okay, so this one already has roots. I think I got some leaves detached as I was pulling. But hopefully it can grow a little bit bigger. I'm going to put it here where there is a little bit less space. And I was also thinking about removing this big one so that the leftover 4 ones can grow nicely. I don't know if that one has root as well. Okay, so I see the stem. I cut the stem. There it is. So this one doesn't have roots, so it's just a cutting. I did break one leaf, and I'm going to put a little bit of rooting hormone, and I'm going to put this one right here. So I think this is going to look nice as it grows bigger. Give it more space in the pot for the 4 rosettes. This here, I think it's kind of crowded. This is Onslow propagation that I did, I don't know, half a year ago or more. These are the 3 rosettes that grew from the stem. I really think it's time to separate these. I'm gonna actually place this one for sale. So for now, I think I'm gonna keep it in the tray and center this one. So I'm missing a little bit of soil here. And this has to be moved a little bit. Yeah, so that's better. And then again, it's going to give more space to these 3 rosettes. Actually, there's 4. Look at that little one to, spread in this pot. Then the same story with this one. A lot of rosettes. I think this one needs to be separated. So I'm going to try to see where the stem is. Yeah, I think this one may have rooted. So maybe I'm going to pull it out like this. And see what's going on here. Yeah, this one has rooted, so I'm just going to separate and put this one back in the center. I don't like this. You can leave it and it's going to eventually straighten up, but I don't like it and I'm going to just take it out. We're doing some fixing here since we pulled out one plant and some soil. Okay. A little bit more soil here. Yeah, there it is. Much better. And this one here, let's see if there is any debris. Not really. There is a one leaf that started self-propagating. Look at the little pink roots. I don't know, again, if I'm going to save it or not, but I'm going to definitely place this one in here. These actually, I think it's Graptopetalum, look really nice when they're a little bit stressed, and beautiful blooms. Oh guys, look at that sad, sleepy face. He has given up, I suppose, to getting to deck. Or at least for a period of time. Look at this beauty, guys. This is probably one of my most expensive echeverias. I think it was, I don't know, 50 bucks, 40 bucks. Anyway, it has done beautifully outside until squirrel attacked it and took out few leaves that it much on. There is babies growing, and I was wondering if they would progress better if I cut this off. I know it's a risk. So I'm thinking to chop this off, guys. I'm nervous. I really am. I did it. Oh man. I'm gonna remove just one leaf that's a little bit soft. And I will definitely tap it with some rooting hormone. Oh, so pretty. And then I'm gonna place it in the soil. And here's what we have left. There is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 rosettes. Are they gonna grow? We'll see. So that is one thing. And these are both lime and chili echeverias. I really don't need both, so we're gonna take them here above the soil. And I don't know what happened with this one. Something, a piece of soil fell in. So I'm gonna clean it up. But I think I like the smaller one a little bit better. I'm gonna clean it up. I think I'm gonna keep that one. There's some really old leaves. Alright, need to take a little more soil. Stabilize it here. I will probably have to brush, use a brush to remove some of the soil in between leaves here a little bit later. But this one here, we're going to do the same. I'm going to clean it up. And has roots already. Just need to clean the center, and I'm going to place this one here with my other plants that's going to be for sale. Alright, let's see what else we can propagate here. So guys, this is a little bit wide, which I don't hate. I don't know what to do. I'm just cleaning debris. I like it, but I also think maybe it would be better to have a little bit less rosettes. This one was, I think, attacked by pests, and you can see there is new growth that's really clean. Or maybe this was just a water sitting. One of the two. I don't know. We had some rain. But it's going to outgrow. So I'm not going to sell this one because it doesn't look perfect. So I'm going to leave that one. But I'm wondering what to separate in this pot. Still thinking. Not sure. So I'm going to put it on the side for now. While I'm thinking about this one, I definitely want to chop this. Look at that. It's like so laggy on one side, and then there's a little bit of in the middle. So I think we just need to chop this whole thing. Yeah. I'm going to do that. And all of these leaves can be propagated. And I think I might actually keep some for propagation because I like to... Graptopetalums and graptoverias are really fun to propagate from leaves. I think that they're a little bit faster growing than echeverias. But yeah, I think I'm going to shorten it, but also straighten it, because it wasn't straight, it was curving, which would be kind of harder to root. And a little bit of rooting hormone. And we're going to place it here in the middle. I think this is ghost plant. Well, they leaned. Alright, I want to create rows if possible here, so it looks nice. This looks good. Okay, I'm going to just cut this off just because I don't like it sticking out, but you can also leave a bigger stems and they can fill up with rosettes. It just depends what mood I am in. Sometimes I chop them, sometimes I don't. I don't know what to do about this one. I do like this big rosette, but again, it's the same story as the other one. It's very uneven, so I still think this needs to be chopped. And we're going to do that. Again, it needs to be shortened. What you can also do, if you're still learning, you could cut this in half and propagate both parts. They will both grow. So you can also do that. If you're patient, that will take a little longer time. I'm going to straighten this one as well by cutting here. Trying not to touch this one as much as because it loses that farina. And we have to do a little bit of rooting hormone, and then we're going to place that one. You know, they look totally the same to me, but this one has never changed the color to pink, and this is pinkish. Why? I have no idea. The leaves look the same, but maybe they're not. Look the difference. Don't know. I will definitely save these for propagation. I think it's going to be fun. Make a pot of these. And this looks pretty good now, right? Maybe we're going to steal a little bit of soil here because I feel like there is a little hole. Even this out. Alright, still thinking about this. How it's going to be without this. Don't know. Or maybe just keep these three and move this branch here. That's a possibility. I don't know. I am kind of conflicted because I do like this full pot. So I hope I'm not going to regret this one. Doing it, separating it. So this is all one thing, one plant. It's very pretty. So that one is already, you know, rooted, all ready for sale. And this here now, I'm going to temporarily pull this one that doesn't look that great. So I can try to center this whole thing. Try to move it a little bit like this way. Let's see if that's going to work. Stealing some soil from the tray. And then maybe putting this one back. That will need to outgrow these damaged leaves. I think this looks cute. I think I'm okay with this, the way it is. Yeah. All right. A lot of you guys asked me about this one, if you could purchase Echeveria raindrops. And yeah, I definitely want to separate this one. 6 rosettes is too much for one pot. So I'm going to try to grab some of these on the side. And they may have already rooted. So I'm going to lift them up. I accidentally cut one leaf. And I'm going to, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to find where the stem is and then cut. There it is. So this one has a little bit, I think, started barely rooting. So I'm gonna remove 2 leaves. I'm going to add a little bit of rooting hormone. And we're putting these raindrops here. Look at those drops. They're so cute. We do need to remove another one. I think, I'm trying to figure out which one. These are really squished here. Alright. This one also has one little root that's growing. Hopefully it's going to straighten up and get a nice round look. I'm going to put it in soil, and then I have to center this. And also use opportunity to check if there is any debris. And pull it out. Okay. Looks good. So we're going to put this one back. Purpusorum Echeveria is really beautiful. I usually didn't have it outside. I decided to take it outside to see if it's going to grow faster because I propagated it under lights. I think this is really squished. Look at how many rosettes here. I have to decide which ones I want to separate. So we're definitely pulling these out of ground. I don't know how fast these will grow, and what I should leave in this pot. If I leave these 4 with this one, it's going to look weird, except if I find them a completely new pot and let them grow together. I think for sure maybe these 2 I could separate and sell, and then have these grow in a different pot so they can have space, and then just center this one, right? Just gonna add a little bit soil. Alright, so yeah, looks nice. I think these will look really cute. They're just not, I think it's not ready for sale size wise. They're kind of smaller, so I'm gonna grow them a little bit bigger. So guys, I'm on the other side of the house, where I have some of the plants that were struggling, where they were on the lights, so I took them later outside. Anyway, a lot of them is looking really great here. I do want to propagate few, so I'm going to show you right now. I have this imported succulent that hasn't been really growing much. This might be their dormancy, but what I'm going to do, maybe, because they were not changing much, behead them and see what happens. Okay, hope I'm not making a mistake because I really like those. And we're going to put those together. These are not going to be for sale. They're for me. This, I don't think it's going to grow anything. Just like I don't think this is going to grow anything. This is Echeveria raindrops. It's very old. And I'm going to just go ahead and behead it. Look at that stem. It's like huge. And hopefully when it roots again, it's going to spread up a little bit. What else I could propagate here? Yeah, this Debbie. I mean, it does have a pup here, but it's kind of leaning and it hasn't been able to hold itself straight. So I'm just gonna propagate it. Okay, and then these are kind of big, so I'm gonna just cut those. Remove one leaf. These have little pink fruits on the stems, so hopefully that will help them root faster. I think my tray is almost full, guys. I think pretty much it is full. So I don't really have space for anything else. Look at how pretty it looks. It's just so beautiful. So some of you asked me where I'm going to sell these. I'm going to probably post on Succulent Marketplace, or you can contact me directly. Give me your email and I will email you, send you pictures and of these and euphorbias that I'm selling. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll keep you updated on the progress of the propagations. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon.